Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the Ambazonians all over the world. It depends where you find yourself. And good afternoon to those on ground zero, all those in the hospitals, all those who have been injured in the hospitals by the evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon, all those who have found themselves in the hidings, in the forests. Good evening to all, or good afternoon, or good morning. As I would say, good afternoon to all those who are in the refugee camps, all Ambazonians in the refugee camps in Nigeria. Good evening, or good afternoon, good morning. Depends the time you watch at this video. To all our self-defense forces in Manu, Libialem, Mezam, Meme, Fako, Donga Bantum, Indian, in Bakassi, Peninsula, all the counties in Ambazonia, I would say, may God bless you, and you should keep, focus on the struggle for the independence, because we are having a bright future. Immediately after the independence, we are going to start straight away building a great nation for the youths of the future, which is going to have the same standards with Dubai, with Kuwait, United States of America, Great Britain, Europe, Asia, Canada, Australia. So this struggle is a struggle that is having, a bright future for all the youths, and all those youths also who are fighting for their cause. Let them have it in mind that, they are not fighting for a defeated cause, but they are fighting for a cause which in future they will see that the outcome is a reality. This is Mr. Hopes. Ayamba Lawrence, the son of late Chief Ayamba, the national chairman of the SCNC. May his soul rest in peace. He will always come up to bring people the latest and to educate the population in order to, reduce the rate of the genocide that these evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon under the dictator Paul Biya is causing on our land. And for today, I have certain, topics that I will just discuss on, and certain alerts that I would like to, make the Ambazonians on ground zero to be aware. Subtopics which will just throw some little light on it, or I will say some points on it, is points like: we are winning, great time. We are winning big time in the battle with the Republic. An Ambazonian in Dubai gave a certain alert, which I would also like to inform the population. Nguti, the self-defense forces in Nguti have achieved great, victory this week, early this week. There are plans, it's important, there are plans to bomb Buea. There are plans to bomb Buea by the government of the Republic of Cameroon under President Paul Biya. I'll throw some light on it. One of the proprietors of the House of Hope, the House of Hopes, Ngembe Orphanage, is pleading for help. The general manager of CDC alleged Amba boys stole 30 billion. We'll talk about it. Atrocity caused by the Republic forces in Bonge. I will also see into it and discuss so that people should know, the world should know. Discipline master arrested or kidnapped. We will come to it. Atanga escaped narrowly when attacked in Bamenda by the Amba population. We will come to it. And while I'm saying this, I'll show you some short videos and some pictures which will give you more light on what I'm saying. Drones are now in Kumba. Drones are now in Kumba. We'll talk about it. Good news for the Ambazonians. Good news for the Ambazonians. The United States embargo on the military forces in La Republique of Cameroon. Good news. We shall also talk, or I shall also talk, on the news that came out from Bali concerning the ADF. Okay, furthermore, Aya, Paul under attack. Yes, Aya, Paul under attack. We will also discuss some unfaithful Ambazonians who are working with the Republic of Cameroon, the federal government, who joined the delegation to the United Nations, to discredit the Ambazonians on ground zero and other Ambazonians all over the world. We'll talk about it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, Prince Amba again is man of hopes. As he ever says, that hopes is the key of this struggle. No matter all this, the difficult moments we're having, but let's have hopes, because hope is only what who can keep us in this struggle. Hope is the key of the struggle. Hopes can conquer any difficulties. Hopes can even cure your disease in your body. Hopes can even make you to fight the war without battles. Hopes can even make you to stand even anywhere that there is danger, and you call God's name and you will be free. Hopes will always be with the Ambazonian. I am praying that everybody should have hopes. Hopes is the key of this struggle. And with hopes, we are going to reach Boya. With hopes, and they all have to come back. With hopes, we have to build a strong nation. With hopes, the Siseko and all those Kenterens and Bibi Manchu who are arrested will be released. All those in prison. With hope, all those who are in the hospital, all Ambazonians will be free. Hope is the key of our struggle. So let's count on hope while we do the necessary things available to reach Boya. Hopes will keep our self-defense forces on ground zero to fight. If we give them hopes, they will give us hopes. So hopes is the key of this struggle. Hopes and finance finance the ground forces, finance the ground forces, finance the ground forces, hopes and finance the ground forces. Please, finance the ground forces, arm the ground forces, give meditations to the ground forces, medical treatments to the ground forces. They are the people holding the struggle. Yes, this is Prince Ayamba talking. Yes, by the power of God, Prince Ayamba is saying that we are going to win this struggle. So nobody should be deceived, no matter the ups and downs which we are getting from the Republic of Cameroon. They can never intimidate us. The land is our land. We must win this struggle. So have hopes in God. Have hopes in yourself. Have hopes in your neighbor. Have hope in the ground forces. Have hopes in the self-defense forces. Have hopes in the have hopes in the refugee camps. Have hopes in those who are still there in the detention camps in the Republic of Cameroon, that they should have confidence on themselves and will not accept anything that the Republic will force on them. Have hopes in the interim government. Hopes is the key of the struggle. Prince Ayamba is here to give people hopes, and with hopes we must reach Boya and have independence and build a strong nation, which we will all be happier in future. The future generation will come and say, yes, we did something good for them. So I continue and I start. As I told you, we are having hope because we are winning. If we were not winning, we would lost hopes. But we are winning, so the hope should multiply. So now Prince Ayamba starts. On the 1st of October 2018, from a certain journal, as I say, we are really winning. It is even written from a certain journal that the Republic is losing all grounds and Ambazonia is winning big time. Yes, we are winning economically to cripple the economy of the Republic. We are winning militarily to send out all the militaries, to kill the militaries and to do what the militaries will never forget in their life. Yes, because they come to our land to come and cause genocide. But we are showing them that we are free people, we are self-defense people, we are defending our land. So we are killing them not to cause genocide on our citizens, so that they should not kill our borders, they should not burn our villages. Yes, we have the right to do that. It's self-defense. So now we are winning. For example, economic damages that we've caused already for the Republic of Cameroon, because these economic damages that we are causing is crippling the economic in the Republic of Cameroon. For example, we have here Total is already collapsing in Ambazonia. ADAC is collapsing. We have dealt with them. Bazarouzi Cameroon is backing out. We are dealing with them. Bolloré companies, they are all soon going out. We will do them good job. Del Monte will collapse. That is CDC. Will collapse very soon. We are doing them very good job. SBM banana factory was burned down. We are doing good economic damage to the Republic of Cameroon. You know, the tea factory in Boya Tole was burned down. The timber transportations are all blocked. They don't more transport it again. This is a good job done by the self-defense forces. You know, among others, many other things we are doing to disrupt the economy of the Republic of Cameroon. This is a very good job. The economy is falling and falling every day. The economy of the Republic of Cameroon will collapse. They will face a great depression, as I'm telling you people. Okay. And in the days to come, we have to put an end to the exploitation in Sonara. That is the final thing we will do very soon. Then the economy will just be on the canvas level, the economy of the Republic of Cameroon. So have courage and hopes. We must win the war. We will win the war of economy. We will win the war to destroy the economy. We will win the war of military, arms, and we will be in Boya. From here, I can even show you in a press release where you can see the press even is announcing it, that the Ambazonians are winning big time. You can see it. The press is announcing it that Ambazonians are winning. They are winning grounds. And that Paul Biya is panicking. It's already gone. He will soon die. Yes. Yes, let me not tell you a lie. Paul Biya, because of this, Ambazonians are going to make Paul Biya to die very soon. Let me not tell you a lie. Paul Biya will die very soon. Because it is even alleged that on the 4th of October, Paul Biya is going to die. On the 4th of October, Paul Biya is going to die. So now Paul Biya knows he wants to die. He has to die with all his ministers. He's putting pressure on the ministers, the generals, and all the government delegates and all the chiefs and the funds, whom are in the same secret society with them, with him. So Paul Biya don't want to die alone. Paul Biya knows on the 4th of October is going to die. But he's just there, back in time. So he's having a pressure everywhere, putting pressure. Want to eliminate everybody. Want to kill all the Ambazonians for dying. You know, want to even kill his own military people. Want to even kill his own ministers. Every person is in total confusion. Paul Biya is going to die. Paul Biya is going to die. So now, what does he do? Paul Biya is planning that before the 4th, when he has to die, you know, Paul Biya will just come in with a certain situation and bring up his child, just put his son to become the head of the CPDM party. That is Frank Emmanuel Biya. He will just put him there, then Frank will just represent him and just become the head of the party, and they just elect him. By then, he has already arranged with the African Union delegation that came, which have to come to conduct the elections. He has already arranged with them, giving them a lot of money. So once Frank Biya will be there will be no problem. He will still be the president. Then the armies will support him to be there. So that is one of the things that expect it to happen very soon. But there will be no elections in Ambazonia. There will be no elections in Ambazonia. There will be no AAC3 in Ambazonia. There will be no division between the northern zone and the southern zone in Ambazonia. We have been united for 56 years, northern zone and southern zone, since from the Nigeria, House of Assembly, that we were there, we were united. We have never been divided, and we can never be divided. It's not now that we are going to be divided. So all those who are feeling that they will divide us, you people are just wasting your time. You people are wasting your time. Prince Ayamba Lawrence, Mr. Hope is telling people, you are wasting your time. Instead, you people are going to be divided. Because Paul Biya will divide you. You will start fighting yourself. Atanga is fighting with Ekema. Ekema is fighting with Chimbukete. Chimbukete is fighting with Agwafo. Fon Agwafo will fighting with Fon. So you people will start fighting. Gogobo will fight. This will fight because you people fighting for posts in the Republic of Cameroon. And at the tail end, Paul Biya will throw all of you out. That is the thing that is going to happen. Okay. That is the information. Okay, there's also this idea that all the troops who are in the north have been sent down. Passengers do not more use the train in the north. Only troops are entering the train to come down. All the troops in the north of Cameroon, like Republic of Cameroon, are coming down to southwest and northwest. They are coming down because of what? They are coming down because, Paul Biya tried to eliminate the Red Dragons. And there was false information that the Red Dragons have been killed. And General, or Field Marshal has been killed also. But due to his surprise, the Red Dragons were there because he placed a lot of monies, about 12 billion, to bring the head of the Field Marshal. But due to his surprise, he saw video, Field Marshal is living very well. The Red Dragons, all of them are there. All the forces, they are there. So he has decided to send now all the troops from the north coming down, south and northwest, to go into forest, to make sure that they have hold of this Field Marshal and the other Ambazonian defense forces. So we should take note. They are coming down. So everybody should take note. As we are saying this, people should stay indoors because we know our red dragon fighters are there. ATF are there. They are very powerful. You know, the Mali Tigers are there. All the groups are there. You know, in short, all the self-defense forces are there. They are ready, waiting for them. The land is a land. They understand the land. They don't even know the boys. That is why they are coming. We are going to deal with them. But you, citizens of Ambazonians, stay home. Stay home. Don't move outside because if they don't get them, they will come to you people. Please, you see, they have burned all the houses, killed some people. So now I'm begging you people to stay at home. It is dangerous. This particular days coming. The days ahead will not be so easy. Okay. News just reaching my studio says Nguti has registered one of the greatest, you know, records since the struggle started. It was on the 1st of August 2018. More than 150, you know, joint troops of the ARF launched a successful attack, taking 300 and above the Republic forces life to hell. This was in Nguti. We are dealing with them. The latest shipment of the arms that came in was tested on this operation to see how effective the arms are. And the operation was very successful to the self-defense fighters. This operation was not hit and run as it usually be, but it was live confrontation continuously. So Nguti was not easy in Nguti. Sources of this information came from General Yimfu Nsangong of the ADF. Let me see if I can show you some pictures. Okay, these are the boys. These are the boys you see in Nguti. That is the ARF. You see the troops. Those are the guys who caused the havoc in Nguti on the 1st of August 2018. You can see their pictures. The boys are doing a great job. As I can tell you, God is with them. These are their pictures. These guys are doing a great job in Nguti, in the southern zone of Ambazonia. You can see these are more of the pictures. The guys are doing a terrible job there. Yes. These are pictures in Nguti. These are pictures in Nguti. You can see the pictures there. These boys are doing a terrible job. God should bless you people. Continue like that so that we can be in Boya. So that we can send out all the opposition forces from our land. We have already succeeded in sending out most of the, you know, their industries and all everything. So now is to send out the troops. Very soon, all the councils will be closed down. And the self-defense forces will be governing all the various, you know, counties. The self-reliant forces will be governing for the meantime. See when we have to install a statehood, IG have to come down to Buea. Thank you very much for that action in Ngusi, please. Thank you very much. There is also alert. There is also alert that there is a program, a volcanic eruption, that will take place in Manfako, in Buea, our capital. Top secrets reaching us through the presidential ground guards from La Republic. Top secret reaching us through the presidential guard from La Republic says that serious plans are being made to explode a bomb on Mount Fako and make it look like a natural explosion or eruption. The gas to be used during this bombing are meant to kill all living things, like what happened in Lake Nose some years ago. Paul Biya and his regime in Yaoundé, Paul Biya and his regime in Yaoundé are so frustrated that they do not care how many people die in order to stop the revolution and to stop also the restoration of the state of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. We need to pray. We need to pray and be on the watch. Send messages to everyone, because this government is a very wicked government. He can do anything. For the past 57 years, you have seen how wicked this government has been. The government is a government of, where they live on blood, so they don't care. All the ministers, I told you, all the lawyers who are in this government, all the magistrates, all the doctors, all the journalists, all the chiefs, all the funds, all the DOs, all the SDOs, all the mayors, all the senators, all the parliamentarians, all are in secret society. We film Manson, and also in societies like Rosicrucian, Amok, and others. So they have the same purpose. That is why all of them are working together. All these people are old people. They don't have anything to lose because they know very soon they will die. So they don't care. They can kill everybody because they know they don't have time. That is why they are trying to block the future of the youth of Ambazonia. And they are trying to eliminate all the youth of Ambazonia. So everybody should be aware. Please send a message. Everybody should be shouting on this plan to the hearing of the Republic authorities to stop them from carrying this evil plan. Start shouting at the top of their voices to make them to be afraid and stop. That we already know their plans which they have to carry the days ahead. To be on the safe side in the days ahead, when you see your neighbor who is a foreigner from the Republic and those working with the government, the federalists packing their things out of Buea, you should do same. Once you see your neighbor who is of La Republique du Cameroon nationality packing his things, those working in the council in Buea, packing the things, their things. Patrick packing his things. All those in the armed forces who are there, top ranking people packing their things. The federalists packing their things. You also pack your things and leave. Because this danger we are saying like this, every rumors in Cameroon is always true. That is what I've realized for the past 57 years that we are with the Republic of Cameroon. Because I know the Republic is going to inform the governors, the commissioners, and the senators, parliamentarians, and the councillors, etc., in advance to carry out this act. So, a word to be wise is sufficient. We love as citizens of Ambazonia. We don't want them to die because the independence must come. And now that the Republic is aware that the independence must be there, we must reach Boya. It's looking for all possible ways to eliminate people so that when we have the independence, we will not have citizens. And finally, they will still come and own our land. Okay, for other information, the proprietor of the House of Hopes Ngembe orphanage is saying as a result of the crisis, she is in need and indeed of help, for she can no longer provide the basic necessities to the orphans. So this lady is begging that people should give her a helping hand, that he lacks certain basic things, even food to eat, to provide for these orphans. That these orphans cannot even eat 3 times a day now as they were eating at first. Now he only manage and give them one meal a day. So those who are capable of helping should help, because these are also Ambazonians, future Ambazonians, who have no parents. Please, we are begging that you should hear to the proprietors' cry and help. Let me see if I can put the voice audio.
And the well-wishers and well-wishers. This House of Hope Orphanage in Bamenda, I'm sending this voice message like this to all my well-wishers for support. I need food for these children in the orphanage. Things are so hard for me now. This crisis have made that people don't visit. And I can't even afford to feed them. My dear, these children doesn't belong only to me. You people are mothers, fathers, uncles, brothers, sisters outside there. Let's join our hands and give them a smile. Let not let them feel helpless or feel sad or feel the sorrow that, oh, why did my own parents die? Let's prove to them that they are not alone, that they have people. Please, I need food, rice, oil, granite, beans, gari. I really need food, soap to wash clothes. We really lack them. In fact, I don't even know how much we are going to manage today till Tuesday, because what I have in my place would only let them eat once a day, and that is not what I want, because I usually feed them 3 times a day. So please, help me spread this video to your friends, to your family. My number is MTN is 620-90240. Nextel is 685-525072. Please call me if you have to come. If you don't have time to come, I can pick it wherever you want me to come and pick it. I'm a beggar, but I don't have any choice. I can beg to go, even sleep on the street to beg because of these children, just to put them a smile. So please, show your love for Christ on these children. In Jesus' name, amen.
Okay, you have heard it. What she's saying. What she's saying. That was the message from the House of Hopes in Gembe Orphanage. The general manager and La République, the general manager of CDC and La République agents have stolen 30 billions from CDC estate. The general manager of CDC claims that the Amba boys attacked the plantation and made away with 30 billion francs CFA and other medicaments. And other medications. That the money was meant to be for the paying of the workers. The general manager of CDC claims that the Amba boys attacked the plantation and make away with 30 billions francs CFA and some other medications. That the money was meant for the payment of the workers. The question now is that how did these Amba boys carry the money without anybody being able to stop them? What was or where was the money kept? Was it kept in the house, as La République ministers always keep monies they have stolen in the house? If it is in the safe, how did they get the coat or the keys? And finally, why was the money not kept in the bank? 30 billion. Which means at least about 30 Mukuta bags was needed to carry this money, and nobody could see them. La République du Cameroon agents in Ambazonia thinks we are still blind and foolish as we have been for 57 years. If Ambazonia boys have this money, 30 billions, we are going to buy a very big submarine ship to go and stop the extraction of the petrol and the gas offshore in India, in Ambazonia. In short, you people should take note that La République has already set it to the workers of CDC, that is ADC, Ambazonia Development Corporation for now, that none of them will be paid till after the election of the 7th of October 2018, in order to force them to vote, and that any person who does not vote for Pobia will not receive his pay. So that is what is going on. This money has been taken also. These 30 billions have been taken to go and sponsor the elections and to buy arms to come and fight the Ambazonians. And the foolish manager will sit there and say the Amba boys have taken the monies, have stolen monies. They have given the monies to Pobia to buy arms, to come and kill, cause genocide in Amba's land. That is how they always do. They use their own monies to turn it against us. This money is used for elections, but Pobia was having no monies. They are running out of cash. So let them not see that we are fools. We are fools. That they will come and just fool us and we accept. Okay, furthermore, on Tuesday, the 2nd of August 2018, atrocity has been committed by the evil forces of the Republic. They continue to attack small towns like in Mbonge, in the southern zone of Ambazonia, burning houses and injuring many civilians. Even the small district hospital of Mbonge was not an exception. You will see from the pictures. Some sick patients who cannot escape the attack were burned alive in their sick beds. The ethnic cleaning and genocide in the state of Ambazonia or the state of Southern Cameroon is still going on. The EEC, the UNO, the OAU, the Commonwealth of Nations, Canada, Australia, USA, Germany, and the rest of the world, please step in to stop this genocide being carried out by the forces of the Republic of Cameroon on innocent Ambazonians. Let me try if I can show you the pictures. These are the pictures. You'll see how the houses have been burned, hospitals burned in Bonge by the Republic forces, evil forces of the Republic. Evil forces of the Republic. They don't have soul. They just burn all the houses. Look at these are the forces, the evil forces. They are burning all the houses in Bonge. The world should see it. You see the work of President Pobia, the dictator, and his occupational forces in Amazonia. They are just burning all the villages and burning the houses. As we are saying last week, this just happened. Early this week in Bonge. You can see the houses that have been burnt in Bonge. So that was it for the pictures of the happenings in Bonge. Okay, in other news, this film master was kidnapped. This master is also a mayor. There was information that the senior discipline master Mayor Nanje Kennedy, Mayor Nanji Kennedy of Ekolo City has been kidnapped on Tuesday, the 2nd of August 2018. But for the meantime, those who kidnapped him are not known, since most of the kidnapping now is being carried out by the group formed by the agents of the Republic of Cameroon as their own self-defense fighters. Atanganji, Ekemas, the Tassons, the Tapitanos, Bukete, and the rest, to name a few. Ngole Evis, many others. They are forming their own groups. They arrest chiefs, arrest mayors, arrest discipline masters, and make the world to see that it is the self-defense forces, Ambazonian self-defense forces, who are doing the job, of which it is an organized group by the government of the Republic of Cameroon. In this light, the citizens of Ekolo City who are in the forest and in the farms are calling the world to come and see into the root cause of the war against the Ambazonians. Paul Atangaji, for that message that reaches us, Paul Atangaji was attacked by the Ambazonians in the northern zone in Bamenda. But he narrowly escaped being beaten to death. This Paul Atangaji is the person who caused the genocide, killing the youth in Menka, in the Star Hotel. So the children have not forgotten it. The kids, the youth, Ambaz youth, they have not forgotten it, and they will never forget it. So they were planning him, but he is fortunate. He escaped. Paul Atangaji was only safe when he jumped into his car and drove very fast away from the population, the Amba population, who followed him with sticks and stones, knocking at his car. The Ambazonians have promised to kill Atangaji Paul whenever they lay hands on him. Atangaji Paul, all these people who are doing this evil, they are not safe in our hands. We, the Ambazonians, will get rid of them. They must die. We must kill them. No matter how long it takes, they will die. Except they have to remain in the Republic of Cameroon forever and never to put their legs in Amba's land. Let me show you the small short video. This is a small short video. Excuse me for the delay. That is a short video. Atangaji was attacked. He escaped narrowly. That is a short video. Atangaji missed to be beaten to death. He escaped narrowly from the hands of the Ambazonians in Bamenda. Let me repeat it again so you can see it better. Okay, that was it for Atanga. He was lucky. He missed his death. He would have been beaten to death. Okay, that is a good, message to the rest of the Ambazonians, elites, CEOs, mayors, governors, ministers, prime ministers who are supporting the Republic of Cameroon government to be killing, causing genocide in our land, Ambazonia. We are waiting for you people. This is another good alert. Please, drums are now presently in Kumba. Drums are presently in Kumba. All the Ambazonians should take note. Drums are presently, as I'm saying, in Kumba. These drums are preparing to survey places like Mato, Ekuliminji, Manfe, and the rest of the area where the defense forces are having their camps. So please spread the message, and citizens should always try to stay indoors. This is a very important message. Our fighters should be prepared to bring down these drums. Our fighters should be prepared with their weapons that can bring down anything. Yes, this information was from one of the high-ranking officials in the Republic armies. Please spread the information to everybody. Everybody. Call your people back home and give them this information. That they should be, careful the way they move around. Because drums are in the air. Drums are in the air, taking pictures of them and preparing to bomb places. Thank you for this information. Send the information. Why you listening to this? Press the share button so that the information should go worldwide. Good news for the Ambazonians. The United States of Amazonia is withdrawing the troops from all operations in the Republic of Cameroon, including the training of the Republic armies. The Cameroon military has received a fatal blow following the US decision to stop all of its operations and collaborations with the barbaric regime of the dictator Paul Biya. This has shown that our pressure mounted is not in vain. This is a good direction that the United States of America, under its presidentship of President Donald Trump, has taken to stop the La République du Cameroon from using the weapons and techniques given to them on the Ambazonians, which was meant for Boko Haram. La République du Cameroon forces are using these weapons presently to fight the Ambazonians and causing human rights abuses to those Ambazonians citizens whose houses have been burned down and are hiding in the forest. The US has chosen to be on the side of the marginalized people and has now pulled out its oxygen tanks from the crumbling La République du Cameroon regime. Entangled in the war, they cannot win. General Ward Hosser, U.S. African commander, who commands U.S. African Command Center, the AFRICOM, made the announcement in Germany on the 2nd of October 2018. In his statement, the general said Cameroon will be the first Central African country that will see a pull out of the US military presence. This was not a coincidence. Hence, France is already in Cameroon. China has already supported monies and arms to the Republic of Cameroon to fight the Ambazonians. But we know we must win the war. Even if France take all its armies and bring it to Amazonia, added to the Chinese armies, added to Central African armies, we are going to still win the war. We know the land is our land. We must own the land. The land is our land. We will fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and see that we are in Boya. If not so, we will extend the war to the big cities of the Republic of Cameroon, Douala, Bafoussam, Ideya, everywhere, Yaoundé. We go down to Nkoten, go to Samanima, bomb everywhere, at random, explosive. Yes, we must win the war. The war is not the war that will leave it halfway, because if we leave it halfway, they will, eliminate all of us. We must win this war. So the Republic of Cameroon has realized that this very soon all these drums will be withdrew by the US forces, and the technicians who are on the ground, US forces who are on the ground, will soon return back home. The Republic is using the fastest means now to make use of the drums. That is why they are presently in Kumba, as I'm saying, sovereign over the sky, plus Manfe, including the Mato and the rest. So this is a very good move. Very good move taken by the US government. We thank the US government for withdrawing or for placing this embargo on the Republic of Cameroon. Again, I will come to the ADF in Bali. On the 1st of August 2018, the report from the ADF command in Bali, Mezam County, indicated that the Republic Special Branch Commander in Bali has faced justice in the hands of the ADF for the killing of armless Ambazonians. He has mastermind in the area. His deputy or assistant has fled Bali to an unknown destination as the ADF fighters pursued him and his terrorists sailed out of the territory. Some weapons were acquired. During this operation by the ADF commandos. Please, we call on all Ambazonians to do something to support. These are able fighters on ground zero. Most of us in the diaspora should do something, please. We are begging. These boys are doing a very good job. These boys are doing a very good job. They are the people holding the struggle. They are the people fighting for the freedom of the land. We should try and help, send them everything they need. Our brave fighters are doing a great job on ground zero to combat the Republic terrorists, to end the carnage. Please do everything possible to arm these boys with good arms, modern arms, so that, they could send out all the dictators out of our land. The occupying forces out of our land. We did not declare war. we ourselves different forces. It's Paul Biya Mbudo who declared war on us on the 30th of November 2017 at the Simale Airport. The Republic forces are not discriminating when killing our citizens. They do not discriminate between the federalists and those fighting for the restoration of the total independence. Paul Biya did not discriminate when he said he declared war on the 30th of November 2017 at the Simale Airport. The war was for everybody in Ambazonia. So everybody should join in this struggle to help the self-defense forces so that they can send out these operational troops from our land and we restore our independence. Another information, Aya Paul under attack on the 1st of August 2018. Heavy armed terrorist soldiers mask themselves. More than 15 of them have stationed a military truck just in front of the gate of the residence of Justice Aya, Chief Justice Aya Paul. Their guns was just pointing directly to Aya's gate, perhaps waiting for orders from Yaoundé. This was confirmed by one occupant of the Aya's residence who said the news was true. Similar heavy arms terrorists were at the Aya Paul orphanage, St. Valentine's orphanage in Buea. This orphanage is made up of kids. It is ridiculous to see armed men frowning and pointing guns to orphanage made up of kids. So we don't really know what the government is proposing to do. Perhaps he wants to kill all the orphans. Since in their own, thinking, they want to eliminate the Ambazonians to own the land. But God will not accept. God will never accept that to happen. We, the Ambazonians, will never accept it to happen. We will fight and fight for our land. Okay, that was that for Paul Aya and his being threatening to be attacked by the forces of the Republic of Cameroon. A group of people from the Republic of Cameroon combined with some Ambazonians who are working under the Republic of Cameroon went to the United States of America between 11th and the 20th of July 2018. This group of persons, among which were John Ngute Joseph, Minister in charge of missions at the Presidency of the Republic. There was also Mr. Gogomo Paul Mingo, Director of Prime Minister Cabinet in Yaoundé. Also, Mr. Mbiayo Felix, Minister Delegate at Ministry of External Relations of Missions with the Commonwealth of Nations. There was also Mr. Shimon Omaro, Director of the Caribbean Affairs at the Ministry of External Affairs. Madam Eyama Elinga Susan Epus Ewosi, Research Officer at the Presidency of the Republic. The mission was called the High Level Mission. They presented a report to the Secretary of State. They presented a report to the Secretary of the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, to justify the killings and the genocide going on in Ambazonia, as they stated that citizens of the southern Cameroons provoked the genocide, and the foolish Secretary of State, or the foolish Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, confirmed their reports. It should be noted that this very Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, of the United Nations, was bribed by Pobia with the golden statue. And they are all in the same secret societies, the Freemason or Rosicrucian order, the Amba. Hence, what do you expect from him? When the secret society have the principle of obedience and mutual support for their members. We are all calling on Ambazonians and the rest of the world to stand up and condemn the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres. Organizing for encouraging dictatorship or dictatorial regime and war and genocide in modern world or in modern time. We are all calling on all Ambazonians and the rest of the world to stand up against the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, who is supporting the dictatorial regime in the world. A good example is the dictatorial regime of President Paul Biya, who has been in power for 42 years, including his post as Prime Minister under President Ijo, and also this Secretary General of the United Nations National Assembly is encouraging genocide. So we are telling everybody to stand up and denounce him and force him to resign. Now this cannot happen in modern time and everybody is seated and looking. Because if we leave it to happen and continue, that is how many people will take a lead also in doing this. We are begging everybody to stand up to force him to resign. For the Secretary General of the United Nations to resign. He is a wicked man. He is a secret society. He is a very bad man. He is supporting genocide. He is supporting dictators. For Mr. Nguti Joseph and Gogomo Paul, it is a shameful thing to see that you, the son of Ambazonia, are still standing with the government that has burned down all the villages, burned all people in them, sent hundreds of thousands of Ambazonians in the forest, and living in degrading conditions. Order hundreds and thousands to Nigeria as refugees. Hundreds of thousands are being killed in cold blood, and genocide is still going on, and you are still supporting this. We, the Ambazonia, have issued an arrest warrant for Mr. Nguti Joseph and Gogomo poor. You people shall never step your legs in the soil of Ambazonia. And all of you, or all of your properties, shall be bent down to the so-called Ekema in the United States, who have been ordered to form a self-defense group. His houses or properties in Ambazonia should be burned down. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep up hopes. We are winning. That is why there's too much, confusion in the Republic of Cameroon. We are winning. Thanks to everybody who watches this video. May God bless you. God bless Ambazonia. God bless the self-defense forces. God bless the refugees. God bless those who are in prison. All the Ambazonians in prison. God bless those who are sick in the hospital. All the Ambazonians who have been shot, having wounds, injuries as a result of the war in the hospital. Long live Ambazonia. Short live the struggle. Thank you.